we ain't promised tomorrow. And it's a tough road to follow. And everybody want the medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah.
Promise tomorrow.
Man.
And it's a tough road to follow.
Yeah. Are you living, brother?
Loving life, B. Loving life.
Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Welcome back to the BMB Green Room.
I
with
am
Brother
Buddha
Mikey and
Bless.
Bless.
That's your boy.
Brother Mikey.
It's episode number 2. Thank you for rocking with us. You heard?
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Man, yo, how was your week, dog?
Interesting, man. Real interesting, man. That feedback been crazy off the first episode, though. I tell you that much, man.
Oh, man, it's love. It's super duper love. I'm like, I feel like a journalist now.
Nah, yo, big love to everybody that tuned in on Spotify, on YouTube. Like,
That's
real talk. I thought we was gonna drop this episode and then have to tell everybody about it and shit, but we've been getting some real organic love and feedback. I appreciate every one of y'all, man. Stay tuned, because it's just the beginning.
Super real, yo. The everything sounded and looked good, man. I've been interacting with people all week. You know what I'm saying? People been sending prayers and prayers to you on my DM. You know what I mean?
I appreciate y'all, man.
Nah, that's
appreciate
real. It was like
y'all
make it through the storm. And we made it. We made it, man.
We here, yeah. Yeah, hit us real light. Thank God, man. It's crazy because I'm grateful. I'm real grateful it hit us light, because they was talking about this is the one. This is the one.
Yeah.
So I'm like real grateful it hit us light, but I've been noticing like the day after, yo, it was funny as hell. Me and my whole family, you know, you do the walkthrough. You know how you walk the block right after the storm.
I was driving like a storm chaser.
There was a lot of shit out there, but like, bro, I'm seeing like it really hit my complex real light, and there was people filming like looking for any signs of destruction to be like, oh. Then I start seeing people on Facebook like, yo, we survived the big one. I'm like, bro, I slept on the balcony, man.
Cap, man. We call cap on all of that. You know, that's how life is right now, man. Everything is fake, yo. Y'all can't believe anybody on socials, anybody on the gram, whatever your social media.
Hey, and not to take away from nobody that got hit on the coast, like there was a lot of damage and stuff. But bro, by the time it got to Orlando, it hit us at a category 1.
Man, I felt like Creator heard our prayers.
Yes, sir.
I was praying that thing went from, I'm talking about like over a 5. They were talking about we might need to make a category 6 for this one. This is the first time in history. I'm like, oh man, this is crazy. And then right before landfall, it's like goes down 4-3. I think it was a 2 at landfall. Yeah. And I was like, man, that's different. That's like divine intervention, because we were right in the path of destruction, yo. Yeah,
and I got a lot of people in Tampa too. I'm like, man, real worried.
Definitely.
A lot of times it's not always an option to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people be like, evacuated. Bro, sometimes it ain't an option. Think about like everybody panicked and let out. There's gridlock. There's no gas. And it's just not always an option.
Yeah,
you know
you're right. You're right. I saw a text. I got a group chat with my whole family in it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got a big family. Shout out to the family. But they were in there, and my aunt Nancy, she wrote a text, said, man, the captain must go down with the ship.
That's wild.
Abandonment is not a choice, you know what I'm saying? So if it's not an option, that's just how you see fit. And some people really see things like that. Like, I'm not getting out of here.
Yeah.
I had a homeboy didn't want to leave his dog behind. And I was like, I don't know, man.
Leave him at the shelter and come back. Pray for him on the road. Nah, it's not. That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes I've been seeing a lot of people is like, oh, y'all taking it light or whatever, and it's not. Not everybody has the same options in life, man, and that's with everything, man. If you had the option to flee and you had somewhere to go and ways to get there, more power to you. That's a blessing in your life that not everybody has.
Count
you
those
feel
blessings, man. Resources are a blessing for sure.
You know what else is crazy, bro? I kept getting phone calls. I kept getting messages and calls with people telling me, yo, you gonna die.
That's wild. And not, yo, be safe or you're gonna die.
Like, yo, just wish me well or silently pray for me. Don't call somebody when they like facing some shit like that and tell them, yo, you gonna
fucking die.
That's wild, bro.
You like, thanks, bro.
I had somebody hit me up, was like, yo, they said it's gonna slow down by the time it hits you, but I don't see how that could happen. Have you seen it on the radar, bro? It's about to wipe y'all out. I'm like, what's really good here, man?
Nah.
Appreciate you.
That's how it looked. It was crazy. As a matter of fact, though, we was rushing out. Cause like I don't do all the editing work or nothing like that. But I mean, brother Mikey's texting me late night, like, yo, we got to get this episode out.
Yeah.
In case we die, we got one out.
Bro, I say, yo, episode 1 might be the season finale, man.
Yeah, so we grateful to see this episode 2. We probably happier than you gonna be, yo, for real.
Yeah, real talk.
Cause we ain't know if it was possible, episode 2 or whatever, yo.
Yeah.
But
With that said, we're pushing to be releasing like weekly, at least one episode a week on Fridays. I'm aiming for. That gives me time to edit and everything and get ahead of the game.
Right.
Because the storm kind of put us behind a little bit, but we here, man. We here, and that's what's important. We breathing. The families are good, you know.
We back and we active, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody. I know everybody was probably scared. I was getting a lot of text messages from people around the way. I also got a lot of texts. I was talking to my cousin Felizy, right before the storm, and he's like, yo, God bless you, King. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know I can only imagine like being in New York and just seeing how those storms are gonna hit down south. You're like, yo, how do these people live there like that? Wow. But I guess you only understand that everything is like regional. You know what I'm saying? When you got, like, I don't get how people live on the West Coast with earthquakes and them fires. I mean, we get fires and stuff, but right.
Well, not like those regions, man.
It's crazy. So I guess when you live around certain things, you adapt and you get used to it.
And there's a level of desensitization, man. Like even in the hood, man. Like, all right, when I first took my family to New York, right? Because my wife is not from New York. When I first took her there, and it's like night 1, pow, 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 you just hearing gunshots and shit, and she's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's the hood orchestra." Yeah, that's the hood orchestra. But you realize like how desensitized you are to certain things, and you react differently to where people freak out because they're not used to that type of shit.
Because those sounds, those smells, whatever it is, sights, they remind you of home, so they don't like when you're from there. You know what I'm saying?
I was telling my lady when you're looking for chicken in New York, you know the chicken is good in the spot where there's bullet holes in the window.
You like that's the one.
I'm dead at because that's where they catch people because they know the chicken is so good. People gonna lack right. That's where you catch them lacking at the chicken spot, bro. So when the bullet holes are in the window, maybe don't go there at night. Get your chicken in the daytime, but that's the spot, yo.
All right, that's real, yo. Y'all know where I'm from. At Barrio Kennedy Fried. Yeah,
Kennedy Fried was the shit, bro. My kids call it ghetto-licious chicken. My son loves that shit. Right. It's crazy because when we was in Chicago too, it was like everybody's stay out the South Side. It was like, yo, where we going for breakfast?
Right to the South Side.
South Side, you know what I mean? That's where they're gonna have the good breakfast.
The mom and pop spots, though, it's like places that are in the hood that are not known to, they're not mainstream, and I always end up stopping at a place like that, man.
Hidden gems, those are the hidden gems.
For real, man. That's why I like traveling.
But that was the best meal the whole weekend. It was that breakfast. It was like a home cooked breakfast. The home fries wasn't from a bag. You could tell it was chopped up potatoes, seasoned right. It was like a home little mom and pop spot.
I ain't gonna lie, it was good for sure.
Yo, even when I went to Jamaica the first time, that's what we did. We got off. I was like, I'm not going to where all the tourist people going. We found this dude, right? It's crazy. I see this one guy where the cabs are. He's the one guy that wasn't, everybody was like, you know how sky cabs be.
Oh, yeah.
Coming shark. I go straight to him. I say, yo, what time you get off? We was on a cruise. What time you get off? He's like, I get off when your ship leaves. I'm like, how much for the whole time? It was 10 of us. We was deep.
Yeah.
He was like $30 each, and it's my birthday. I'm like, let me see your ID, because I'm a sky cap. It was my birthday every time. You know what I mean? But yo, it was actually dude's birthday. He took us, right? He's like, I'm not gonna take you out to the. We went and we got Bud. We was in the hood.
The hood with
though, in the hood, ain't bro. He gave us an official tour of Jamaica, not the beautiful spots. Yo, we went up this one mountain.
I like that. Off the beaten path. You're not where all
with a tour guide. Yeah, local.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he took us up this mountain, and it was these mansions, bro. These mansions. And he's telling us the story about how they got funded and all that. As you get further up and the mansions get bigger, you start seeing them like unfinished and abandoned.
Oh, shit, wow.
They ran out of money. They mishandled the funds. Then on the way back down the mountain, on the other side where all these mansions are, shanty towns, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's how it be, right on the other side. You don't even know. You're that close. Man, things are built like that. I see that in like cities in America. I go like, you drive right through it's like beautiful areas and everything's built up in there. right. You cross like a certain street and it's impoverished.
And that's what we end up looking for. That lived experience, right? Because we've been traveling.
Right.
But anybody could travel and go to the resorts. And yeah, you got that, you know, the commercial visit. But bro, that real lived experience, if you really want to see what's going on in these cities, you gotta go off the beaten path, man. And a lot of people be scared of the hood. And I'm not telling you, yo, go disrespect people's hoods.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? There's a way to do shit the right way.
Man.
And you got to give off the right energy, man.
Yeah. You definitely got to be mindful where you at. I feel like it's the energy you carry, man. Like, real talk. If you around and you moving the right way, I'm not saying something bad can't happen to you, but something bad can happen to you in a good place.
Yeah,
you know what
that's
I mean?
a fact.
So like, you know, you gotta erase fear and just move with the best intention. And I don't think most time, 9 times out of 10, I think you come out all right.
Yeah. And you really learn. But then again, man, we live that shit. It's not like we learn how the hood is from visiting the shit.
Yeah, right.
Like
right.
it's different. I'm comfortable in certain places where a lot of people ain't comfortable. And I noticed that we built different than a lot of people we meet on the road where they like, don't go down that way. And I'm like, bro, that way is gonna save us an hour and a half. Fuck you mean I'm not going that way?
Drive around this whole shit, you crazy.
But again, like you said, I follow my gut. We follow spirit. You know what I mean? A lot of times we go to these places, bro. If I would say 99% of the time we seeing hawks circling us. Yeah, circling us. I'm
glad you said it because I be trying to tell people that and they don't be listening to me. I think they think I'm making this up. I'm like, nah,
it's a fact.
There's hawks following us everywhere we go.
99% of the time, man. And that I'm telling you that one time that we couldn't make it to Minnesota. Was it Minnesota?
Yeah.
Bro, we tried everything. We was maneuvering, and everything was stopping us from going. At some point, I start saying, bro, we gonna fuck around and die on the fucking road, dog.
Right? Yeah.
I ain't trying to push against Creator. And once it starts feeling like, yo, Creator saying stay right where you are, bro, I throw my hands up, man.
That's it. Don't fight that.
Yeah, that's the only show we missed.
We were going against that. We like, yo, come on, man. I think we can still make it. It was like we were pushing time the way it was like, if we travel straight through and don't do no stops, man, we can make it. We can.
Yeah.
And then like nah, man. At a point you gotta really understand.
Yeah.
You're going against what you said. Don't go contra la corriente. Don't go against the current. And then he had a story. That was a good story that you told me.
Which one was that?
I don't remember. It was something about the river and the rock and going against the current or something like that. I can't remember. But
there's a lot of anecdotes about going against that current, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. You have a better chance going with things and rolling with the punches.
Yeah. I went white water rafting. Shit, that was hard to say.
That's the story.
I ain't even hit no L yet. Yeah, is it that one?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's okay. Boom. There it is.
You know it.
I fell in right. This was like right before. Was it my freshman year or my sophomore year of high school? Something like that. I know school's about to start. We get the bright idea to go to Pennsylvania to go whitewater rafting in September. It was cold as hell. And I remember them telling us, first of all, you signed a waiver. So boom, we hit them white waters. It's 3 on this side, 3 on this side. Bunch of knuckleheads, bro. But nobody's controlling it right. And I'm here like, what the fuck, bro? We start hitting them white waters and I fall in. Soon as I fall in, the first thing I think about is me signing my life away.
You're like, I signed that I could die. No.
Facts.
Please.
But then I start, boom, I remember the training in the beginning. Yeah. And you got to swim feet first down current because there's rocks.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? So I turn feet first and I'm going down current and you can see the rocks, bro. And then you can feel your weight. So you're kind of kicking your feet off. And I'm like, okay, cool. You going with the flow. You literally got to go with the flow and maneuver.
It's like the lazy river, but with rocks in it.
But with rocks, and it ain't so lazy. That shit's throwing you, you know what I mean? Bro, I was good until they try to pull me in the boat. Once they did that, I'm sideways. I hit the rock. Bow, fuck my back up. But the whole time, I felt like, okay, relax. Once I got into position where I'm like, bro, I'm going with the flow. And I could see and feel around shit, man. And I feel like that's key to how we should go through life.
Yeah. That's a fact, yo. If you go with it easier, bro, you're not going to get hurt. Well, you may get hurt a little, but you'll be all right.
Yeah.
When you going against your gut feeling, we have intuitions and they're placed in us. A lot of us ignore that.
Yeah.
Go with that. Roll with the punches, yo.
Yeah, I really feel like something could have happened if we would have tried to push any further to get to Minnesota. Thankfully, it was Frequency 1, and they were cool as fuck, man. Eric, big shout out, Eric.
Shout out to
Horny. We gotta get Eric on the pod, bro. We gotta.
Eric gotta come through, man. I want to see you in the comments down below, brother.
Yeah,
come through, sit down with us.
But yeah, they were cool about it and everything. They completely understood, and Eric's just like, nah, next time I'm flying y'all out.
Right, right. He hit us. He texted us right before the hurricane, talking about coming down to have a hurricane party.
Yeah. Yo, Eric built different, man. He's funny, man.
That's traditionally what like Floridians do. These hurricane parties to mask your fear and all that. I think we might have spoke about that on the last episode.
Yeah.
It's true, man. Being in danger, people react different. You know, fight or flight or whatever.
And some people can't sit there and show weakness. Like, bro, you think I could sit here in front of my daughter who's counting on me being her rock if shit goes down?
I'm so scared.
And act like, oh my God, we gonna die.
I'm so scared.
Bro, she's got to look at me like if anything goes down, I got her. I'm going to save her. We going to be able to get out of this. And if I'm breaking down.
That's the definition of a man. FYI, y'all.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to stir up the pot or nothing, but.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard because we got to bury a lot of shit. We got to bury fears.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to bury worries and stuff a lot of times because there's people that look to us to be the warriors, to be the protectors.
Right, yo. And that's the place. That's the place. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I think nowadays, you know, mainstream, they tell you to just cry all the time and tell everybody your feelings and fucking. And I mean, I'm with like being expressive and all that.
Yeah,
but like,
you gotta
and a
release
place for everything. That's why, this is why everybody's a victim now. You know what I'm saying? Something's wrong. Everybody's offended. You gotta try really hard to not offend somebody.
Yeah, that's wild.
So I just end up not giving a fuck.
And as somebody that likes humor and likes to laugh, it's
right. Yo.
It's crazy to me, man.
Nah, humor's funny. We be dying laughing with people.
Talking about Eric, same thing.
Right.
This dude got no filter, right? But he's funny, man. And I have not seen anybody.
It's all in good intention.
We in the hood in Chicago, and this dude tickled this dude. This thug-looking motherfucker had a shiesty mask and all.
Listen. This is my guy. I'm talking about fucking corn-fed white boy. And we outside. He's got his beard. He does construction. And we in the hood in Chicago. And it's a random dude, a black dude walking around. And I think he was smoking a joint. And my guy runs up.
He went in the cut to light the joint.
Yeah, he was lighting a joint and shit. Like, we don't know him. We not even there. He was just walking past us on the block, you know. How he did it?
Yo, I don't advise anybody to do this. But the guy's in the corner like this. And Eric goes, let me hit that. And he fucking tickled his ribs like a kid.
Hey, my man jumped up.
Hey, yo, he went like this. He did the puppy arms. He said, bro, like a little kid. And then he walked away. Was like, hey, man, I ain't been tickled in years. And walked off, bro.
Hey, I was crying. I couldn't stop.
I never seen nothing like
man,
that.
I couldn't stop laughing. That was a hell of a laugh.
Do not try this at home. Eric is a trained professional.
Yo, nah, that was too much. That was too much right there.
Yeah, but he's, you know what I mean? He's like, bro, he carries his masculinity everywhere he goes. And there's nothing wrong with that because from what I see, everybody feels safe around Eric.
Right, man.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Eric will get the job done, you know?
That's a fact.
And we come from different walks of life, you know what I'm saying? All types of people, man. And you can't. Well, you could do whatever. You could try whatever. But I don't feel like it's right to take a man like that and try to turn him into something he's not when he's obviously serving his purpose in this world.
Right.
Bro, this dude could build whatever.
Anything. That's what he was saying. We were like on a field, had mountains in the back, and he was like, you know, Bless, I could level this place. I could level this whole place. I could make this flat out. Nah, I'm like, man, that's crazy because that shit, I can't do that. I don't even know how to move one of the machines. I sit in that machine. I'm like, man, what we do from here? Yeah,
lost. And that's what I'm saying. We meet a lot of interesting people on the road from all different walks of life, man.
Right.
And that's the whole shit, man. You got to go off the beaten path, man. Cause we ain't meet these people in the resort. We had to leave the city and go into the woods, man. Who does that? You know how many people was like, what the fuck? Y'all keep going into these woods, camping, and like, where are y'all?
Right. And the truth is, most of these people wish that they were outside with us. And it's like, I started seeing that. At first, it was like funny comments, like people would make fun of things.
Insecurities.
And then after that, you know, they start like, man, I wish I was out there with y'all. Yo, when is the next one? Where y'all gonna be next? When you performing that? And
yo, real talk. When I used to do some gutter ass hardcore rap shit.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know where we come from.
And when I first started like really doing my music, like Brother Mikey and doing these
this beautiful music that you make,
mean?
yo, salute, man.
Appreciate you, brother. My brother Henny, rest in peace, Henny Santiago, my brother
Rest
forever.
in peace,
He's
my
with
brother,
us right
man.
now. I feel it. You know what I mean?
That's the inspiration of this, and those who know.
Yeah. So he would always be like, man, you got to get with Bless, man. You got to take Bless out there. So I would show Bless my music and how I'd be, bro. I'd be mad, like self-conscious and like.
I was listening. It was funny because I believe I was telling Henny first, like before I was talking to you about it. I'm like, yo, his music is dope. And he's like, you like that? I'm like, this shit is different.
I didn't think I was gonna get love in the hood at all.
What? I was like, this shit is pressure. And then and then when I see Brother Mikey, I'm like, yo, nigga, what you doing is different. This shit is going. And he was like, Ma, I'm the same dude. I ain't changed. Like, all right, but
and it was a straight up lie because I was obviously changing and going through fucking growth and stuff, man. But it's
I
like,
ain't changed. I'm the same dude, yo. I ain't changed. I'm like, all right,
bro,
all right.
society makes us
basically,
like that,
I like the music.
Oh, you like that, man? Don't
you like that? You know,
don't
I'm
get
the
it
same,
twisted,
bro. Straight up. Straight up.
Nah, but it's crazy because I was fighting that change because of the societal standards.
Right, yo.
You know what I'm saying? Of we gotta be too manly
breaking the change, man.
Yeah.
Fighting the norms and shit. Unlearning and relearning. Like, don't be scared of that shit, man. What you are trying to forget and what no longer serves you is for your own good. Yeah. Like real shit. And look, man, look.
And I was trying to forget, bro. I kept saying, no, I'm done with rap. Yeah. I'm just gonna, even when I found this, I don't gotta rap no more. And then when I start slowly dropping verses,
and rapping,
dropping verses, and it's like, come on, you can't erase, you can't run from your past.
The beat game is crazy.
Appreciate you, brother.
If y'all rappers out there, Brother Mikey production, like on some real, if you want them beats. Shoot them.
I'm gonna get focused on this production, man, because there's a few people that want to work and want some projects, man. I'm with the shits. Let's go.
Right. We got a few things in the works too. Few things, man. Good artists, good, wholesome, clean. Not, you know what I mean. The artists we like, bro. We ain't with like the stuff that they force on you, you know, the music that they just put in your face and you got to keep hearing it so you end up liking it.
Yeah. I'm with the people that want to share their story because that's the whole thing. Like I was fighting this shit, but it's like I'm running from my real, true story. And keeping it real is keeping it real, man. You know what I mean? And if in reality I'm in the fucking woods, I'm in the woods, man. I can't holler at you this weekend.
Right,
you know?
bro. Right. You know, like at times, man, people outgrow their former self, but like, you know, it's stuck in the frame of thinking like this is where I gotta be, or this, you know, they force
you know what
back.
I noticed right now, like you said, people get, you know, stuck in that frame and shit, and then they change, right? Yeah. But a lot of people, what I'm seeing out here, they'll go through that change and want to bury and hide they past selves and they past story. True too. And that's when it's like, hold on, but you wasn't like this your whole life.
Yeah, right.
You had to go through that dark road to get to where you at now, and I'm real weary about people that hide their past.
That's real. Where you've been is what makes you today. That the journey.
And everybody got secrets. I'm not saying you got to be a completely open book, but when you completely try to bury your past, man, like I don't know, dog. Like, you know,
nah, that's a real issue. That's what you don't remember. It was Eddie Murphy, Raw, and he was talking about like watching with them girls they knew in town and they knew this and they shy. You better watch out with them shy bitches. They got skeletons in their closet. But that's always been a thing. Like people who try to hide nowadays, you mask it different. Like people got new Instagram. They reinvent the fuck out of themselves.
Yeah.
You see they erase anything they posted before and shit like that, yo. Your past is what brought you to the present.
And reinventing and rebranding is good.
It's good.
But bro, the most people that I feel that have gotten any good medicine, I'm real reluctant to say that, but have gotten anything from a conversation or song was something that I was sharing about my journey. What got me here? What got me here? Because I'm not telling you, oh man, everything's gonna be all right because hold on to this crystal and sit under the moonlight. I'm telling you everything's gonna be all right because I've been through some crazy shit and I got out of it. And I'm no God.
That is real.
I'm no deity. So if I could fucking climb out the mud, so can you. So it's just, but if I don't share my experience and show you how I've been in the mud, you're gonna think I'm just talking to talk,
that's
man.
a fact. That's a fact, yo.
So I believe that we shouldn't bury our past. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that everybody's trying to cancel people for their past, bro, all you're doing is you're hurting society because you're making people hide their journeys.
Right, yo.
And if I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago, you know, you holding me to a standard of everybody grows. That's the whole thing.
That's what we're supposed to be doing here.
It's growth.
Come on, man.
Nobody was the same fucking person they was 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago.
That's a fact.
I know people that are different from last year.
That was a problem I was starting to have with rapping, and I had to kind of think about what was going on. Like I seen just the trend of what people were speaking about over the years and how it was becoming more frequent. And I was like, nah, yo, I don't know, like if I want to do this, because I just hip hop was based on stepping on people. Now I don't want to step on nobody. I want to see people win. I want to see everybody win. I feel like there's enough space. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? So like the most content that I heard was like, yo, I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the shit. So you're not. Like you implying that I could be the shit, you could be the shit at the same time. You know what I'm saying? We could all be something. So I had a problem with that, but like I'm over that problem, man. We got some new shit coming. It's a way to deliver that exact feeling. Yeah. So you don't got to do what the popular kids do, yo. Fuck
that's
that.
A fact.
That's, you know what I'm saying? Do what you really, really want to do.
And it's real life, man. And this ain't Highlander. There could only be one. It's real life out here, man. Just because somebody's succeeding doesn't mean they're taking money from you, man.
True story.
You know what I mean? Story. And what's on somebody else's plate is for them, man. We got to start focusing on what's on our plate, because a lot of people, man, I remember you telling me, and I even put it in a song, but you told me, man, like, yo, people starving out here paying attention to what's in somebody else's plate. They sitting at the table.
Somebody else's plate. Yeah. You at the table. You ain't get no food because you staring at somebody else's plate. Mind your business, man. Mind your business. Do what you do. It's what's for you cannot be taken, but by you. No man can take what's for you.
Yeah, bro. The way I see it, creator could stop me, or I could get in my own way.
And that's that.
Outside of that, man, like you don't have power over my journey where you could be like,
right,
I'm gonna talk smack about this dude in the indigenous community, and bro, you know how many people have done that and always backfires because the elders are watching my actions, and that's what speaks, talk, bro. Yo. Talk is cheap.
That speaks volumes. You don't have to speak much. It ain't about that. It's what you do.
Bro, I could take a vow of silence right now and still speak way more than a lot of these people out here on the mic.
As a matter of fact, episode 3 is going to be vow of silence. We just going to turn on the mics and sit here. You know what I'm saying? and I just want y'all to rock with us, though. Y'all got to view it. Y'all got to look at the content. Don't turn away because we're not going to be saying nothing.
We're going to do that, but we're going to open up phone lines. We're going to do that live and open up phone lines and just let the phone speak.
Bam. We're going to pick up the calls like that, man, and stay silent. Yo,
hey, we are going to work on getting some phone lines open and doing some live events. That way we could get you guys involved, man, because I've been hearing a lot of people say, man, I wanted to make a call. I wish I could have called in.
Plenty people, man. Everybody I see was like, man, I was talking to the TV and I just wanted to talk to y'all. Like, how can I call in? How can I be a part of this? And I'm like, yo, I like that.
That's an open conversation right there.
Open conversation. I would love y'all to be involved, man. Yeah. Continue commenting and all that, man. When you get on that YouTube thread, because we read in the comments. And we'll comment and engage with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
So we can always talk about stuff that you saw on the podcast.
Every comment and all of that helps with all these algorithms that we trying to figure out, so that we can keep this going and open this platform up to other people. Because I love sharing and opening platforms up, man. We're gonna have some interesting guests and stuff, man. You know
That's
what I mean?
fact. My daughter told me, she said, you forgot to say like, share, and subscribe.
The youth know,
So,
man.
Like, share, subscribe, and do all that if you like the content and you want to keep on, because that really helps the algorithm, man. For real.
Facts, man.
Well, shout out to my daughter, baby Zen. What's up?
You already.
It's funny, yo, cause I was like, yeah, I didn't want to be cliche on saying them kind of things, but you had to say it because it's like
They
plugging
know.
the merch, right? Like,
Yeah, they know. I
shit.
have such a hard time plugging the merch, but you gotta do it,
You gotta
man.
do
because
it, yo.
these are the ways that we keep this going, man. You know,
Right.
It
It's
ain't
funny
free
how
and
you
it
work
ain't
through a
cheap,
lot
man.
of things, right? Like you think about the history of doing the show. The only thing that gets you better is experience. I think people want to like skip to the part where you already good at. You good at recording. You good at performing. You good at engaging. You good at interviews. But like you've never done it, so how could you be good?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
a
You
fact.
can't read about something, watch some videos, and believe that you're gonna be good at it. You gotta just do this thing.
You got to
man.
do it. Like real shit. Another thing, comments I've been getting from people telling me like, bro, you guys are like naturals. Like you guys been doing this for a while, and it's like we have.
For real.
Off camera though, like the past few years we be on the road.
Oh,
These are the
man.
convos we're having in the car.
We moving.
You
And
know
we
what I
gonna
mean?
we gonna bring y'all this content. We gonna bring y'all this stuff because we really have been talking about it for a long time. We often have good conversations. There's times where he called me on the phone and I hang up and it's an hour and a half later. I'm like, yo, what were you
That's a
talking
whole
about?
episode,
We
yeah.
had an episode right there. or we on the road. We travel the road as we told you before. We go to different shows in different towns and we often out of town and out of state. And it's like we having these conversations where like we gonna document it now for y'all because
And they not when we're on the road too. That's why I want to bring some people. I know we're gonna have some guests, man, because we meeting a lot of travelers and stuff too.
yes.
And artists and shit.
Yes.
Like I know Eric will come down. I know we could get
Right.
Cody down here. I definitely want to get Cody on here, but because it's not a one-sided conversation we're having. We meeting people from all walks of life,
Cody
and
just texting me too. I'm gonna text.
that's
him.
funny.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yo.
So it's not like one-sided where, oh, if you don't agree with us, we're gonna shut you down. Like, nah, bro. I really like to see everybody's point of view and the different perspectives because everybody has different perspective. It depends on where you're
fact.
from, what you living through, and all of that shit, and what you can and can't relate to.
That's a fact.
So the conversations are definitely not one-sided, and that's what we want to bring to y'all: real, organic conversations.
There's people who are not gonna agree. I want to
that's a
hear
fact.
stuff. If you know what, I respect someone who does not agree and does not mind explaining why they don't agree.
Yeah.
Cause I'm cool with that. I want to hear, and sometimes you could change my mind. Like I'm not perfect. I just go by what I see, and then I relate it like that. The same way you have your own computer in your head. Your brain is a computer, so you're gonna filter information and receive it and differently than I will, differently than brother Mikey will. That's the way we do things, man. So I want to hear, engage. Let me know, yo, you full of shit, Bless.
Yeah,
I'm not,
and then tell him
I'm
why,
just saying.
and then tell him why he's
Tell me
full of
why.
shit.
Tell me why I'm
Because
full of
if you
shit.
want to change somebody's mind, you can't change somebody's mind with your emotions.
Right.
You got to bring facts and information.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And you got to be open to the fact that maybe you're not gonna change my mind. Don't get upset if you do, man, because I love you just the same, man.
It's cool to disagree too,
Yeah.
but we can speak on it though, and maybe it's possible. Also, I may change your mind, and you may change mine. It may take time. There's times where sometimes I've heard something that was a year or two before, and at that time it didn't make sense. I was like, that person is full of shit. And then I realized I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
Or another scenario, maybe we find out that we could just simply coexist with different opinions.
Yeah.
How
real.
about that, right?
And that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Why don't? Like, I'm gonna plug a song every single episode. Y'all go listen to Brother Mikey. Why don't? I'm talking about
Appreciate it,
that,
bro.
and it's self-explanatory. You heard? We got to think for ourselves, man.
Yeah.
We can't
And
just
that
allow.
one, right? That one is happening right now. It happens every election
The
year,
media
every
stirs your
time. Yeah,
emotion. Hey, yo, it's a fact.
That media machine is serious.
Man, that's real, yo. That's real. I was like, we gonna stay away from that, but maybe we won't. How about right now? As of right now,
Yeah.
we'll stay away because it's a circus and shit out there, man.
Yeah.
Just look for what best suits you. Really look for what best suits you. Don't listen to rhetoric. People talking about the opposite side. Look for what benefits you and why does it benefit you and the people. Like, and put yourself in other people's shoes as well. That helps a lot of times, man.
And look for information. Look for information, man. I have a big problem with people coming up to me and telling me things, but they don't have sources and they don't have nothing. Like, it's like you gotta give me something to digest so that I could come up with my own conclusions. You know what I mean?
Right, I'm with that.
Yeah, but if you like, bro, you angry, I'm just gonna try to cheer you up, motherfucker. But I can't relate. You're not giving me any information, man. And my blood pressure is way too high to jump on people's anger wagon. You know what I mean? I can't do it. I can't do it, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. I don't believe you really get anywhere with anger anyway. I try not to let things bother me for more than like 5 minutes, because I mean, obviously you can't control. Sometimes you're gonna get angry. And do whatever.
It's the most dangerous human emotion to act on.
Right. It's the action that comes behind it.
Yeah.
I was telling a friend that the other day. I was like, I think you change your mind too fast and you get angry and you turn up and you say shit. As a matter of fact, you know what started the conversation? We were talking about the last episode. And she was like, I know I'm stupid. I'm like, I never said you're stupid, though. You know what I mean? That's not what I said. I just saying you change your mind too fast, and you shouldn't do that. You should think about things, man. Don't go putting all your business on social media. People don't care, for one. Most people don't even care about you. You're really kind of giving people ammo to talk about you to someone else. So kind of,
it's real toxic on the socials.
Oh man,
it's toxic on them socials.
Social
and you
media.
might not feel that way next Tuesday, man.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you might not feel that way, bro. There's so much shit that I have posted back in the days where I'm like, I don't feel that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I can't stand on that any longer.
I know a couple that have been breaking up every week for 10 years. They're still together.
I know a few.
They're still together. They've been breaking up every week for 10 years. I'm gonna leave this bitch. And they're like, oh, this motherfucker ain't shit. They together 10 years later.
That's crazy.
I'm like, man, I'm so glad y'all doing good. And they look at me like, who's fucking doing good? I'm like, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. People don't know what they want in life, man.
Yeah, that's wild.
But you got to keep on trucking. You know what I'm saying? Because that's probably that's the name of the game. To be honest, that's like having it figured out. Because everything is up and downs, man. Everybody's going to argue. You're going to be happy. You're going to be. That's what the balance is what makes everything worth living, yo. Imagine a road trip. Yeah. How whack a road trip would be if it was just one straight line to get to where we going. But now we got to go around these winding roads, just like life. You got to go around the winding roads. And while you're there, don't forget to take in the scenery. I mean, that's a fact.
Because sometimes creator will take you another direction where you didn't plan on going because you needed to experience and see some shit in your life that's going to benefit what you're trying to manifest.
I agree. Don't fast forward through life.
Yeah.
But I think we were talking about that too, man. I was talking about it with somebody. It was like social media is making people fast forward through life.
Yeah.
Through like we no longer get to know people, like the meeting and becoming friends before dating and
all of that,
marriage, and you know what I'm saying? Essentially divorce.
Everybody's living their life like a Vine, bro. Remember Vine? When Vine dropped, it was only like 7 seconds. My theory, is 6 or 7 seconds, 6 seconds, I think. My theory on Vine is they did that to purposely make our attention span short. And then they realized, it's right there. Then they realized, hold on, we can't sell them shit in 6 seconds. We need at least a minute. So then videos went up to a minute.
Not even. They went to like 30 seconds.
That's right.
Somebody innovated.
I know they didn't have enough time to sell a shit till they hit that minute mark. And now, if you know how to load, I could upload a whole movie, dog, on social media.
On Twitter, they got
they got you down to that short attention span to it's like, bro, if I meet you and you didn't entertain me in the first 6 seconds, I'm going there. And that's the crazy thing. It's like, bro,
you gotta get on your fucking podcast. We dressed like a clown and shit, doing all kinds of
or we gotta talk about drama.
And
you know, and it's like
beefing with who and who's sleeping with who, and man, the stuff that drives me. I walk, man. Listen, man. I ain't gonna say, but you know who you are, man. I walk past somebody's phone every time I walk past. It's this trash TV and chicks swinging on each other, and I mean, I can't stand these shows.
Taking in that type of energy, you don't even know what you're doing to yourself, and then in the inside, man, and then you just got that toxic buildup and all of that.
You walking around, you just looking at somebody, you kind of ready to fight. You don't even realize you're ready to fight because you know. seen 20
Yo,
episodes.
who was it
of
I
people fighting
seen,
back to
man?
back.
Who the fuck was it I seen? It was a rapper. I don't know if it was a battle rapper or, and I hate to categorize like that, but there's categories.
That's a fact.
I forgot who it was, but he said, yo, the deals and everything started coming in when I raised my eyebrows.
Wow.
Like walking around like this wasn't getting him nowhere. When he raised his eyebrows and started smiling,
and
the deal started rolling in.
Sound like Ice Cube or something.
Nah, it wasn't that big. It was a more recent, younger rapper. I'm gonna find that clip and send it to you, man. But that made so much sense because that happened to me.
That's real,
bro. I walk around. Sometimes still I got
the same thing. That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's like now it's like, oh shit. Now bro, you gotta make me frown and you gotta make me scrunch my face up, but that's not my welcoming face anymore. And I've gotten so many more opportunities, met so many more people that I never would have even vibed with before because I wasn't giving nobody a chance because, the way I am.
Nah, that's a fact, man. And that's breaking the conditions where we come from. We preconditioned.
Yeah.
If you come from where we come from, and I'm not a victim. I don't want to sound like a victim. I'm just saying that you are a product of your environment. You have no choice until you make a choice.
Yeah.
You understand?
And not everybody snaps out of that shit either, man. I've seen people just lose it to the hood, man. People want to be like, yo, the streets love you. The streets do not love you, bro. The streets take lives. They don't save lives. People get saved from the fucking streets. And that doesn't mean the hood and the community. That's a whole different thing, man. That's what people don't understand when you say shit like that. Oh man, what you got against the hood? You from the hood. I don't got nothing against the hood, man. I've seen community. I've seen, bro, especially our era, man. I'm gonna share this story. I knew this guy, I'm not gonna say no names, but he was getting chased by the cops, right? For selling crack. And he was chasing, you know how they caught him? He accidentally dropped the old man and stopped to pick him up, dog. Back then, like we took care of the elders and the kids and shit. Crazy. It's a whole different hood now.
That's how,
you know what I mean?
That's crazy. That's how it was. I was just listening the other day to Slick Rick, the children's story. And I'm like, damn, that was the norm though. You know, and like we listening. And then he made a move to an abandoned building. It's all the, shot back.
That's funny, yo, knocked the old man down and swore he killed him. But the difference between
that's why I thought of it.
I gotta bleep that name out. Difference between homie was he stopped to pick up the old man. You know what I mean?
Right, yo, right, yo. Nah, that's real though, and that's how it was the norm back then. Like things are a little different now, but well, are they? I don't know, man. Because people are like,
see, when I say the streets though, I mean the streets, man. The street life. The street. I know plenty of people in the hood that don't live the street life. So just because you from the hood doesn't mean you about that life. Right. You understand?
Right.
Like I've always gone through my life. My grandfather used to tell me something when I was a kid, when we used to eat. He'd be like, take what you want, but eat what you take. Like, you not throwing away food.
That's powerful right there,
I carried that into later on adult life, where it's like, take what you want, but eat what you take. So whatever you do in life, you better eat that consequence. Nobody's going to eat that for you, and you can't dump that plate. So I was always gauging shit. What am I willing to eat, man? Am I willing to do 10 joints in the jail? Nah.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Nah. So I'm going to move a certain way. Doesn't mean I didn't do dirt. I just knew.
I know what you mean.
I knew how to move the way I had to move to do what I had to do. But I wasn't like, you know what I mean?
Ooh, that's real.
Whatever I did in the street, I was willing to pay that consequence. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. No, me too. I was like that for a long time. And then after, I essentially went away and they punished me. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when I was like, I learned, dog. I was like, I gotta get right, man. I can't really be out here like this. This is it's fucked up.
See, one day I'll share the story on the pod about how I got down here and
once
how
the statute of limitations hit. Don't worry, it's a little while, but we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Oh, yo, man! Shout out to people who were messed up and got second chances and corrected their life.
Yes,
there are many people out there, man. So I say that to say that if you're like a business owner and you looking to hire people, like don't turn your back on people who may have done times or may have histories or whatever. Use your real instinct because there's plenty of people that change out there, man.
And not only that, man, on that note, there's people out there that did plenty of time for weed, and now weed is legal. And they still carrying that stigma and can't get on their feet because of their record. Because people just look at the jail record and don't want to look at what it was. Not every crime is the same. You know what I mean?
Well, where's yes on 3? It's on the ballot right now. I believe it's 3. You know what I'm saying? But it's real. There's certain the times change, and then things are looked at in a different manner. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta always hold things according to that time. That's why, like, when they show me old, super old white racist people and shit that say, I'm like, of course they were fucking saying things like that. That was how people spoke at that time, yo.
Yeah.
Like, it surprised me if somebody was not speaking like that. You know what I mean?
From that era, right?
Yeah, yo.
It's wild. It's wild. You gotta understand all
like
of that.
Misogyny in the 90s. I'm like, everything was like that. You know what I'm saying?
TVs, commercials.
People, you gotta see. I watch movies now, and I just look at the way shit was, and I'm like, man,
they couldn't pull that off today.
That wouldn't slide today, though. For real, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. Even Raw, man, Raw and Delirious. You was just talking about Eddie Murphy's too.
Right.
Come on, bro. Like Raw today. Crazy,
you gotta
man.
Be on point out here, but you gotta be able to be free, bro. There's like so much constriction on what people are. You don't. I don't even know.
Yeah, it gets heavy.
Dude, it's like 3 people, right? 3 people across the street. You trying to show somebody. They trying to point out a person, right? One of them, the person you talking about is fat. The other 3 are skinny. You like that one? Which one? You like the fat one? They look at you. Oh,
yeah.
I'm like.
Yeah.
It's the fat one.
Yeah.
This is the fat one, man. Like, I don't know how you can't say anything anymore. Like, whatever you say is wrong, and somebody's offended, and you like, no, and he's just weight challenged or whatever you made up. You know what I'm saying? The terms are all screwed up and backwards and shit now. But you know, that's a whole nother can of worms, man.
Yeah. You're going to get all the fat people mad now.
I'm fat. That's why I chose something to say that I could relate to, you heard? Yeah. So when y'all get mad, I'm like, I'm mad too. I'm going to join the team and shit. I'm going to be talking shit about me too. Relax. Cancel me. Yeah, we can't. Yeah, come on, dog.
Yeah, and that goes back to what we were talking about in the first episode, the whole wolf in sheep's clothing, man. You got to be able to recognize these people, man.
That's a fact, no?
You know, so you got to let people fucking speak, man, and show you who they are, man.
Expression.
You got to let people live their actions and show you who they are, man. If you got people scared because, you got them on alert is all you got them. You got the bad people on alert.
Yeah, things are crazy.
You got to let people be who they are going to be, and that's how you're going to find the good people. That's how you're going to find the bad people.
Yeah, right. Yo.
Because even the good, you don't know who's who. Everybody's walking on eggshells because they want to. I mean, bro, you can't find good people if you don't look at actions.
Everybody's behind a mask. Everybody is like, it's crazy. Now look, everybody's famous and there's no regular people anymore. Everybody got booking information and shit. The fucking dentist with booking information on the gram and 1 million followers. I'm like, yo, get out of here, man. This is crazy. Wild. But that's how things are right now, man. It's fabricated. It's so fabricated.
Organic. Nothing's
I'm
organic.
like, we fighting and advocating for people to just be organic again, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Organic.
But in the meantime, I refuse to walk around with a chip on my shoulder and be upset because so-and-so don't agree with me and blah, blah, blah. It's like, bro, I'm trying to live. I'm just trying to live.
And those who want to connect will connect. You know what I'm saying? Like the people who want to see the conversation, want to hear the conversation, they will search us out. They will find us. We will find y'all like-minded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
So just go where you appreciate and not tolerate it. If you running like that, then you're not going to find yourself in messed up situations usually. Like, just stop trying to fit in. If you stand out, stop trying to fit in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And be your genuine self, man. Don't be your genuine self.
Right.
That's how you find your real circles.
Shit. I don't care who you are, yo. You got something that somebody else is gonna consider weird or whatever, you heard?
Yeah.
So you gotta really be you.
That's how you find your people too, man. That's how you gonna find your people. If you're not being you, you're not showing people what you like, who you are, you're just trying to follow suit and fit in. It's like, bro, I don't understand. I don't think anybody could truly be happy like that when you live in a lie. You know what I mean?
That's real, yo.
How can you be happy living a lie? Every moment of your life, you got to keep up a facade or people are going to find out. And you can't keep up a lie forever. It's impossible, bro.
That's real.
You got to remember, bro,
That's
to
real.
cover up a lie that you live, and especially if you live in a lie, you got to tell 100 lies a day, and that's on the light side. Then you got to remember all the lies you told yesterday while you telling your new hundo.
How you wake up in the morning when you live in a lie? You
Know what I
scared
mean?
to death and you won't give it a try. You won't let go. Give it to Creator. Give it to God. Whatever you believe in. Buddha, Allah. I'm back in the...
Ooh.
Yeah, I got some bars. I'm
Come
bad.
on,
I'm
dog.
saying? Sometimes I trail off in the rap world.
He be dropping little hors d'oeuvres, but he won't give us the feast, man. You got to drop this project. I'm going to get blessed on the mic, man. Y'all don't understand, bro. A lot of...
know if y'all want to hear me do music again. Real talk.
Yo,
I be looking at it, I'm like, yeah, sometimes I want to do that. And then...
You know what, man? Not only again, because I know there's a lot of people out there that want to hear you again. I'm interested in seeing the scrunch faces of the people that don't even know, dog. Because I had Bless on the road and people didn't even know he really, because he don't brag. I mean, he live his life and shit. And people's like, yo, your merch dude. I'm like, that ain't my merch dude. Then he's on stage, your DJ. That ain't my DJ.
I was low. I was like,
that's
the merch
it.
man.
Well, I'm telling you, man, like, Bless, you got a story to tell, man. You got a story to tell, and you have art form,
tell them
B.
stories, yo.
Hell
You gonna
yeah.
tell them stories, man.
Hell yeah.
For real. I need beats.
I got you, man. I got you, dog. I got you.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it, yo.
We got to go record with my cousin in Vegas, man.
That's a fact.
Shout out Dawson.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
Dawson Sound, right?
Dawson
Yo,
Sounds.
wow. A problem. Super duper problem. Salute,
Yeah.
man. Salute.
Junction
So humble,
Sound.
so
Junction,
humble, down
yeah.
to earth, man. I love that. I love that about him. He don't pop in shit, and then you pop in shit.
Nothing,
He's
bro.
standing there, brother Mikey popping his collar. Wow.
Pow. Like,
You
yo,
heard?
my man is a 2-time Grammy Award winning engineer, bro,
Huh?
and don't talk about it
Huh?
for shit. We was talking to Patricio from Medicine for the People,
yo.
and they had met in Vegas. And they just catching up, and I'm like, bro, a lot has happened since then, and I'm waiting for him to be like, oh, by the way, and I said, man, he's not gonna tell you, so let me brag on him. My man got 2 fucking Grammys on that Donda album, man. Come on, B, I'm proud of you, primo.
Ooh, yeah,
Keep
shout
doing
out
your
to
thing,
Ye
B.
for that too, yo.
Mhm.
That's great work y'all did together, man. That's
Dude,
that's
I'm real impressed and proud of him, man. Like we had lost contact when he was a baby.
Wow,
You know what I mean? And then he found us on Facebook. Not too many, like
Man.
2017, I think. 2016, we were talking on
Right.
Facebook. 2017, he came out here to meet us. You know what I mean? And it was like, bro, he skate like I skate. He makes music like I make music. It's like a lot in common. And he's over there like he never knew where he got all of that from because none of his family on that side is like
where
that.
did y'all see each other for the first time after all that time? Was it
Here in Florida, yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow! And then you see like similarities.
Yeah,
like,
a lot, bro. Like he looked like my grandfather, my uncle. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times my son does shit now that my son's 19. Like he looks like him and shit. Like
I
the
seen
similarities.
them vibe together. Sending him, I'm like, yo, you can tell. Like, look how your roots bring you back, guys.
And then it's crazy because he was connected to a lot of people that became part of my journey before I even knew him.
Yeah.
Bro, it's a real crazy story, man. And we will go down that rap. These are all things I want to have him on too, man.
That's a good story, yo. We gotta come tell it. We got some dope guests. We gonna carry the weight when we need to.
Yeah.
Because we need to. But we got some real good guests coming up.
And the dope shit is they from all over, man. You know what I'm saying?
Different
all walks of lives and shit. Yeah.
Just all over, man.
Some of them are artists. Some of them are just people with a really good perspective. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know your cousin had lived in Hawaii too. And
yeah, he graduated from Hilo High.
Oh wow, that's fire, yo. That's fire.
Mm-hmm.
See, man, like you're moving around. That's what it starts to bring things together. It starts to show you how small this world is.
Yeah.
When people think that it's just you and your immediate family and nobody else, you got to start thinking bigger than that because this world is so small and connected. Like when you touch the waters in the Atlantic, it's essentially the same water that's in the Pacific.
Yeah, that's what aunties
like,
always say.
We all together for real. I never heard that. I thought I was making it up, but shout out to the energy, the channel, yo.
Yeah.
For real, because
That's elder knowledge right there. Dude.
right. I don't know where that came from.
That's
I ain't
elder
gonna lie.
knowledge. That comes from within, brother. That
But
comes
it
from
is.
within.
It's like we're all surrounded. You know, there's only a few bodies in land, and everybody's together.
Mhm.
The air, like everything. So be conscious of that, man.
Yeah, it's a fact, man.
Right, yo. Right. We on this. We got to coexist. Is
Like we literally separated and connected by water and shit. You remove the oceans and we all on the same land. Think about that.
We all on the same
that's
fucking
a
land.
fact,
We
yo.
all come from the same place, man. We all indigenous to this earth.
True.
You know what I mean? And we gotta stop fighting amongst ourselves when it doesn't matter, man. There's wars, there's things to fight for, man. And there's other shit that's irrelevant and insignificant. And it feels like that's what the focus on is on all the insignificant shit right now.
That's 100.
You know? And again, I could be talking shit because what we were talking about, what's important to you might not be important to everybody.
Oh, that's good.
It's like when people be
perspective.
calling you, yo, pick up, it's important. Important to who?
To who?
I'm busy right now with what's important to me.
To
You feel
who?
what I'm saying? And that's not to be an asshole, but that's a fact, man. You can't think that what's important to you, it takes priority in somebody else's life. That's
I
just
told
not.
people an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, I'm on the way to shoot a podcast. And they calling me. I'm shooting. I turned my ring off. I literally told y'all, like, I shouldn't be bothered for this time to this time because, you know, we doing something. We trying to get y'all the best quality and stay focused.
Yeah,
Nobody hears anything anymore, man.
Because it's important. It's important.
It's important, yo. It's important. All right. But y'all, for real, what's really important is getting y'all this message, these conversations, man. We love this. And I can't wait till we get the call-in features where we can interact with everybody, man. It's gonna be dope.
So yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna do. I think maybe every so often an episode, like maybe every 5th episode will be live.
Oh, we can live stream, y'all.
Yeah, that way we could get phone calls if we live. You know what I mean?
Give us ideas too, like on some real. We doing this.
So we figuring out the schedule and all of that, man. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this, man. It's a release, man. It's like therapeutic, bro. You know what I mean? To speak on these topics and things, man.
This is a vibe.
Oh yeah.
I hope that y'all continue. You know, if y'all continue to like it, then we continue to provide it, man.
Hell yeah. How long we been
real.
on?
Yeah, it's that time, man.
It's that time, y'all.
Yeah, yo. We've done it.
Know.
It's been a good one. This is episode 2. I'm not brother Mikey. What the
but you my brother.
Sweet
That's
strong,
brother
bro.
Bless.
I'm your brother Bless.
And I'm Buddha Mikey. Hey, yo, my name is Brother Mikey. This is Bless. This is the BMB Green Room podcast,
Catch
episode
all
2.
of our audio on all platforms. If you like to sit in your car like I do and listen to podcasts, you know what I'm saying, while you cruise around and make your moves, your business moves or whatever. We on
Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio.
You pick.
There's a couple other ones there. Amazon Pod. There's a few, man.
And don't forget though, we ain't shit without you, man. We love you.
Love y'all, man.
Peace. And it's a tough road to follow. And everybody want the medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow. We ain't promised tomorrow.